How are you today?
I'm alright.
What's your name?
My name's Austin O'Haver.
Austin O'Haver?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you, Austin?
I'm a dad, a son, brother. I got 7 siblings. I got 3 kids. But right now I'm just, I guess, figuring myself out. I don't really know who I am.
Did you know who are you before?
I thought I did.
What changed?
I guess put simply time, but I mean, it's more than that.
Where did you lost yourself?
I think I lost myself in someone else.
Who?
I don't really want to touch base too much on her.
Okay, no problem.
But I don't know. I used to just go to work and come home and take care of my kids and barely get sleep because I felt like I was missing out on something, and then do it all over again.
So,
and then one day it just changed, I guess.
do you remember the day?
Yeah.
Tell me.
And then it was like the beginning of winter. I used to stay in the bottom level of my sister's house, and it was me, my wife, and my kids. And we just had a newborn, and my sister, which she's had all of her kids the same, like, as me. Like, I had my son, she had her first daughter. I had my daughter, she had her second daughter. I had my second son, and she had her third daughter. But my son was already born, and she was still pregnant. And I guess there was some insecurities that she was going through at the time, and she wasn't comfortable with the way that my significant other was comfortable in the house, and so there was issues, and because of it, it turned into a dispute, a fight, I guess, and she asked us to leave, and I protested it and said no, I pay rent, I live here and I'm not leaving, you know, basically kick me out if you're going to. And at the time, I guess I had some warrants for a court date I forgot I had. And she threatened me with the police, and I didn't want to go to jail. I had too much I'd known whether I was going to be there or not, my kids needed me. I felt like it was something I could take care of later, but at the time, I had to leave because otherwise I was going to be uprooted and have something that I wasn't ready to deal with. And my hand was going to be forced, so I had to leave. And when I did, it just like escalated so quickly into so much more than just me leaving and getting kicked out of my house. It turned into my kids having to go live with my wife's parents, and they didn't like me, so I wasn't really allowed to be around, and because they didn't like me, they weren't too fond of their daughter at the time, and so it ended up being just my kids at their house without me being able to go there, and then me and my girl at the time just, figuring it out, which drove a wedge between us. And she, I guess, just slowly but surely separated herself from me.
How was that?
It was hard. I met her in 7th grade.
That's a long time. When did she left?
I was 23. 11 years.
Do you feel
for 11 years. 11 years at 23. It's half my life.
you feel like when you started working for your family, that's when you lost yourself? And you started caring less about yourself and more about your family? Was there?
No, I don't know. I feel like that's what I was supposed to do. If that makes sense. I've always been a caregiver, a parent. I always looked out for and took care of anyone that I felt needed. I've always been so selfless that me without someone to care for,
It's no one.
yeah.
You mentioned that your kids don't like you. What went on in your family?
My sister had a issue with my significant other, not me, and everybody always used to tell me, like, she's no good for you, or she's this or she's that. And I never really listened, just because I was so in love that I just couldn't see my life without her. And so anybody who was telling me that I'd be better off without her was
An enemy?
right.
Where are you from?
Indianapolis, Indiana.
How did you came here?
Got on a Greyhound.
Was this after the fight with your sister?
Yeah, shortly after, actually.
May I know why your kids don't like you?
I didn't say that.
Do you have a relationship with them?
I haven't since I've been here.
Do you feel like this was a mistake, coming here?
Yeah.
Can you walk me through it?
I could have fought harder. I could have been more present in these past few years. If I was just right around the corner, you know?
Yeah.
Instead, I've been out here on my own on the street, just trying to find myself when, as far as what I know, you know, it's been someone that was, the opportunity was taken from me. Like, I hate to make it sound like I'm complaining or you know, trying to make it sound like poor me or...
No. Just be honest.
I want to be a part of my kid's life, and she didn't want me no more, and so she decided that my kids didn't need me no more.
She decided?
It's not her decision though.
Who is it?
I mean, it's up to my kids whether they want me around or not. But I mean, I suppose they're too young to really say. Or
What would you tell them?
my kids.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I tell them that I love them. I tell them that there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about them. And that regardless of whatever determination or legal label someone wants to put on it, that they're my babies, and that I'll forever be here for them, even if it's thousands of miles away. If it came down to it, and I knew they needed me, and I had any way of knowing I'd be there tomorrow. But unfortunately, there are things that have taken place, and it has been circumstances that has put it in a position to where we're not together no more. And as much as I wish that I could, you know, be that father that I wanted and trying so hard to be, that I guess their mom had different plans. And so,
Do you feel like the power was taken from you?
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
Lost, confused, torn apart, just completely fucking. It's like I was pulled. It's like I was pulled out of my skin. I was separated from myself.
Your whole life was your kids and your wife.
It's everything. Still everything. Try so hard to just like put my best foot forward and come up with an answer of what I do next or where do I go. Who do I
Go to?
yeah, who do I become? Who's becoming of me? Like, I mean, I don't know what to do. Like, I've always just done what I thought was what I was supposed to do, and that was made clear to me that what I thought I was supposed to do, I guess, wasn't the steps that I needed to take or the way I needed to go about it. I seen the first breath of air from my daughter and my youngest. My oldest, he's not even. It's crazy. It's like my oldest is the better chance I have of my kids remembering me, and he didn't even get to spend enough time with me.
How?
It was just so on again, off again. Me and their mom, we just were together and then we separated, and together and then we separated. It's like, yeah, I gave her 11 years of my life, but she barely gave me a few.
What would you tell her?
I'd tell her, I'll tell her that I miss her. I'll tell her that I'm lost out here and I don't understand what or how I had possibly like deserved this. Like, I tell her I wish I could put everything behind me and just be the man I was supposed to be. And regardless of my downfalls or my problems, that even thousands of miles away, I still only know her, still only think about us.
Are you addicted to any substances?
I am.
What substances?
Methamphetamine.
Amphetamines?
Yeah.
Which one?
Methamphetamine.
Methamphetamine? Are you addicted to anything else besides that?
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl?
It all happened after I came down here.
The drug use or the addiction happened when you came here?
Yeah.
How did it happen?
First I was just outside. Then, after a while you realize that everything important to you, people are just waiting for you to fall asleep and so they can take it. And then when they do, you're back at square one is nothing. And so I tried to keep myself awake.
And then?
And then after a while, the crowd that I was associating myself with and the things that I was partaking in, eventually they flowed over into a different part of substance abuse and just trying to maintain myself and my belonging. It turned into something that I can't find my way out of.
You use this substance in order to keep yourself awake, to protect yourself, and I imagine your wife. And then it all spiraled out into an addiction?
To a point.
What is the rest?
I don't know. I feel like I can't put the blame entirely on her, even entirely on myself. But what I do know is that Go ahead.
How have these substances affected you psychologically and physically?
It broke me down.
Torn you apart?
They've changed everything about me to the point to where when I'm asked who I am, I don't even know.
What was that breakdown like?
At first it just felt like getting high, having fun. And then it turned into an everyday drawing, just draining, life-sucking energy that just pulled everything from me. And the moment that I don't do what I need to maintain it, I'm put in a position to feel like I'm literally dying. And it's so not worth it.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it at all. I don't know.
Do you feel like you're worth it?
Worth what?
Worth to fight?
Sometimes no.
Why is that?
Because I don't know why.
I understand. Do you think you got the strength to overcome this? Do you feel not only powerful but willing?
Honestly, by myself, I don't know.
May I ask, is that because of the present or the past?
Well,
Both.
present because I know it can happen in a couple of minutes. I also know what a couple of minutes can do to somebody who needs I know what it feels like to be someone who needs something that is only there because you put it there.
Do you feel like you don't have autonomy over your life?
Yeah.
Who do you think is driving it?
A very random person and thing that comes into my life that is holding that thing over my head that can alter and change whatever I do into being basically me furthering
You came here with your wife, without your kids,
with my wife, without my kids.
and when you got here, I know you are homeless right now, right?
Yeah,
Was that always the case here?
yeah. I didn't get the chance to see the beautiful parts of San Diego. It's just been out here stuck. Went to the beach one time. I spent $2,000 on a hotel room for me to be able to look out at the sunset with my wife when I first got here. And we didn't even watch the sunset once. I spent $2,000 on a room for the idea of romanticism or the sign of affection and a chance to create a special moment. on a foundation that was already crumbling. I was trying to build something. I was trying to build something beautiful out of something that was already
Crumbling.
becoming a nightmare.
I got it. How do you sustain yourself right now?
What do you mean?
How do you sustain yourself? Do you work?
I do some jobs. Mainly I just buy, sell, and trade. I try to use the barter system on whatever I need when it comes to spending money. I try not to. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I sustain myself.
Do you work on anything?
Say it again.
Do you work on anything? Do you have a job?
No.
Do you pass days without eating?
Yeah.
What about water?
Water, fortunately, people are happy to give you.
Okay.
Whenever you ask somebody for water, most of the time they will give it to you. Anything else you ask for, though, is like pulling teeth.
How does that make you feel that you have to ask?
You feel like super small, like just makes me feel like I'm not putting myself on a high enough pedestal. Like I'm not allowing myself to be treated the way I feel like I should be treated for something that makes me more vulnerable to those who prey on people who are already damaged and without anything. I literally spend my money feel different, try to feel something outside of alone and hurt. And it doesn't feel any different when it's all said and done. It's just in the moment. And in that moment, I try to be happy or like feel that whole. But no matter how better I feel, there's always something that comes around to remind me how I don't know.
Is this hole from the past? Have you carried this hole around for a while? Or is this hole new?
This hole is I don't know. I really don't know.
I understand.
I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I maintain it.
You don't know anything and that makes you anxious.
It makes me scared.
Okay.
scares the fuck out of me. That I literally have not the slightest clue on what I should do or where I should go or what I should be or where I should be.
No one tried to touch you?
What do you mean?
Did someone touch you to be yourself? Or someone ever tried to interest in you? Not of you, but in you.
I don't think so. I mean, nobody's
I understand, man.
nobody's giving me a handbook on what I'm supposed to do. Nobody's telling me where to go.
And that scares you a lot. You are afraid to fight that fear?
I'm afraid. I'm afraid I won't like the answer I get if I find it.
What do you think that answer will be that you don't like?
That this empty, alone, confused, lost, the sadness that I've become is what is becoming of me. This is what I am. It's what I was meant to be.
You felt like this is your destiny?
Is it anyone's?
That's a good question. What's your answer?
It can't be.
Can't be.
Who do I become? Who's becoming of me? Like, I mean,